What is going on, everybody? Appreciate you guys for tuning in for another video. I was out of town this weekend. I took a flight to Cleveland for a family wedding, had some great time enjoying family, and I hope you guys had the opportunity to unwind some as well. As we get into the new week, like I said, I've been out of the loop a little bit this weekend. Didn't have much time to really look into things, but I have popped in on Twitter here and there and have been seeing some good pictures of the Dragonfly displayed over at the tours. There's also good video footage of the Muln GT Dragonfly showing this stuff at the Muln tours. It says 0 to 60 miles per hour in 1.89 seconds. Pretty fast, pretty sleek design on that Dragonfly. And Muln Automotive is making a lot of noise on its tours that it's had of late. This particular video was provided by Hot Cars YouTube channel, so be sure to go check that out. So like I mentioned before, following the latest FOMC meeting where interest rates remained unchanged, Muln Automotive did announce that after a successful pilot program with New York Power Authority, they are moving forward with purchasing Muln Automotive's electric vehicles. They also say, even more promising for Muln stock, the organization is considering adding NYPA locations for Muln's full lineup of commercial EVs. This includes the automaker's electric power Class 1 cargo van, Class 3 cab chassis trucks. Fundamentally, what may have attracted the NYPA toward the Muln campus is the underlying mission purpose: provide an efficient van for low-speed, closed campus use, leveraging the same DNA as the Muln 1, its Class 1 commercial EV. Engineers designed the campus for micro-environmental. But this particular article is overall bearish. They're just saying that investors may not be enticed about the news of the Dragonfly, and that these type of enticements have been pitched to investors for a long time, over and over, making it seem that investors are not going to be buying into these type of news that come out for the company. But they also say here that undoubtedly today's market news regarding Muln stock symbolizes a significant step for the underlying enterprise. While the broader EV space offers significant upside opportunities, it's also incredibly competitive. That Muln continues to bring substantial accomplishments to the table is noteworthy. But overall, I think that is a pretty big deal. That, just as David said, this is a chance for Muln to build a long-term customer relationship with NYPA, opening more doors on down the line for more Class 1 vans and also Class 3 trucks to be purchased. And as I mentioned this before, there's something very sketchy going on with the borrow fee rate on Muln Automotive stock. You can see there's numerous spikes down to 0%, and shorts have the ability to borrow short shares against Muln Automotive at a 0% fee, and then it goes back to that 26% level, as you can see right here on this side of the screen, or 23% fee. And as I mentioned before, it tends to go to 0% fee at around lunchtime. Usually I've seen it at 12:15, but now it's an hour earlier. It's been happening at 11:15 every day of the trading week. Now, this makes the second week in a row that Muln did close above that 50-cent level. So there should be some market makers buying stock to account for those call options that expired in the money. But that may not necessarily have too much impact on the stock price, because as you can see on Friday's trading day, we had a spike at open followed by a massive steady downtrend. As I mentioned before, I've seen it to where at open, most times the market makers or the shorts will let it move up a bit just so they can reset their short cycle on the day. And looking at the 2 hour, we still have that all-time low of 39 cents that we have not retraced back to yet to, but we did, however, break that 54.50 level that I had drawn up on you guys, as y'all seen in my last video. So it did break below that. So the next level to watch is 50-cent level here. As I mentioned to you guys, That's the next level to watch, which it already made a bounce off of in the previous trading day. But something I want you guys to pay attention to is the weekly time frame. You can see the Bollinger Bands are extremely compressed here. With also, look at the volume. The volume has been really picking up over the weeks, over the months. But lately, the volume has been very dry, has been very low, but that's not something that is uncommon. Usually before a big price swing, either to the upside or downside, the volume could be very low. Then after it makes that move, that's when the volume starts to pick up. And you can also see that the TTM squeeze here on the weekly time frame is just about crossing over to the green side. It could also signal a bearish move if shorts bring the pain. Just like back here when the TTM squeeze was going green, but it got pushed back down. Those are points where the shorts like to attack because, like I say, they see the same charts as we do. So in my opinion, these next coming weeks, with the Bollinger Bands being as tight as it is, these next coming weeks could be very telling as where the stock price will go. It could be either a big move to the upside or a big move to the downside. We will see how levels hold. We will see how what news comes out for the company, whether they get an update on what's going on with the lawsuit, whether they get an update on the hearing for them trying to get NASDAQ compliance or an extension, any possible deliveries or operational updates. We'll have to see going into next week. But let me know what you guys think about the information covered. Hope y'all find this information valuable, and I will catch you in the next one. I'm gone.